Hey, me Matt here. This is Killer Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. And obviously, we couldn't watch Emergence, which was last Friday.
Yeah.
So I've got a thing on YouTube and watched the highlights.
Yeah.
We watched the highlights again, and so yeah, basically, we're gonna look back at last week's Impact Emergence.
Yeah. It actually looked like it was a really good show. Definitely some very interesting matches, some really good matches, and we're definitely going to be interested in seeing where it heads from here.
Oh, I know. And I mean, that's the thing, too, is that Impact Wrestling, I may not watch a lot of, but at the same time, yes, it will be interesting to see where they go, because usually a pay-per-view is a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure why they chose Friday. I'm not even sure when last year's Emergence was.
Yeah, I think last year's was a Saturday,
So,
I believe.
it is what it is. But anyways, yeah, it was a really good show. And, I mean, very good matches. There will be somebody new coming in. I don't know who it is, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
Right.
So, yeah, here we go.
So the first three matches were on the pre-show, I'll call it.
Yeah, we didn't see those, unfortunately.
Yeah, so to kick things off, you had a tag team match with Trey Miguel and Laredo Kid versus Decay's Crazy Steve and Black Taurus.
Yeah, DK is a really good stable, and I think that you have Trey Miguel and Laredo Kid, again, two guys that we never thought we'd see team together. But I think that Trey Miguel has really proved himself as a wrestler as of late, so very cool. Obviously, Laredo Kid. And this was a good, I'm sure this was a good match. But
Right.
they ended up going over, which
Yes.
is kind of cool in a way. I mean, Decay is a very good team as well. It's just, you know, kind of interesting to see Miguel and Kid go over.
Yeah. So next you had a match for the Impact Digital Media Championship with Brian Myers and I'm probably gonna fuck this up. But Pinder Gujar? Gujar?
Yeah, I think that's kind of... Well, again, it's pretty cool to see a lot of Indian wrestlers coming into professional wrestling. But yeah, I mean, not knowing anything about this guy, but Brian Myers, the most professional wrestler who went over.
Yep, still your digital media champion.
So, who knows who's ever going to beat his ass, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yes, sir.
We now go on to the team of Y&T. You've got Chelsea Green and Diana Perazzo, who defeated the Canadians Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie, La Raya Loca,
For the Knockouts Tag Team titles. And I believe it's Vexed?
Oh,
VXT?
Foul! That's right.
Yeah.
I was almost there, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool to see Chelsea in a team. I think her and Deanna will be an interesting tag team, I guess. The Hot Mess and the Virtuosa.
Yeah.
We'll see how long they keep the titles for. I think that Rosemary and Taya were a good team. I just wish it would have been longer.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, to have another championship on Chelsea's like about fucking time.
Yeah. Obviously. That's no doubt about it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see how far this goes, too. I think seeing a take title on Diana is pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
So, we now head into the show. We've got Speedball McBailey, who defeated Jack Evans in a really good match.
For the X Division Championship.
Yes, yes.
To see a guy like Mike Bailey, who we saw on Smash
Yes.
quite a little bit. Him and Josh Alexander, for a while, I believe, competed in Destiny.
Yep.
With one of the, I'll say, many, call it, Canadian independent promotions.
Yep.
And Jack Evans, of course, was in AEW, teaming with Angelico,
Yes.
and I guess he's maybe left AEW and gone to Impact, I don't know. And, of course, for quite a few years, Jack was in Ring of Honor.
That's right. Yes, yes.
So to see him still competing is actually really good.
Oh, yeah. It was a really good match.
Oh.
But both guys really put on a good show. And I mean, Mike Bailey's always improving, in my opinion. Of course, we know all about Jack Evans.
Yes.
So, yeah. But Mike ended up retaining, which I thought was a good move. I don't want to see the title off of him just yet.
Yeah.
He just won it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
let's see where this goes. But it was still a really good match. Take nothing away from Jack Evans.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
now you have Violent by Design versus,
Chris Sabin and Kushida.
yes. And I think, you see Kushida team with Alex Shelley.
Yes.
You haven't seen this before, at least to my knowledge. And it's kind of cool, though, that Kushida went from going to NXT, going back to New Japan, and now he's on Impact.
And I think with Impact's business partnership with New Japan, he, still compete in New Japan, and also maybe from time to time make appearances in Impact.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, they really put on a hell of a match.
Oh, yes.
You would think that Kushida and Sabin would go over, but you have Eric Young get the win for the team.
Yes.
And, yeah, Violent by Design still kicking ass, still being one of the best teams, the best stables in Impact Wrestling. So.
Yeah. It's actually interesting. Next week, they're going to have a six-man match with Violent by Design, and they're calling the team Time Machine. It's Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, and Kushida.
Hell yeah.
Of course, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley teamed with Kushida. They were the Tire Splitters. So it kind of meshed the two team names together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Violent by Design. I thought about this earlier. I don't think it'll ever happen again, because bridges have been burned. But I think, Vince McMahon now left WWE. Do
Right.
you think, if ever possible, there's a chance that Eric Young might return to WWE?
If he decides he wants to go back, I think so.
Because the thing is, I think that Violent by Design is a great stable.
Yes.
I think they're going places. So, it's kind of like Vince kind of shit the bed with a lot of wrestlers because now they're doing very well in every stable. So, will they go back to WWE now that things are different? Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's still a lot to be done with Violent by Design.
Oh, yeah.
We want to see Joe Doring with the Impact title at some point.
Yeah.
Cody Deaner, who knows what's going to happen with him. But I don't think they're finished being a stable yet.
No, they're not done yet by a long shot. This seemed to be... There was some maybe indications of splitting the team, but it clearly didn't happen, and I don't think it will happen.
No. Not by a long shot.
No. And they go into a match with Bandito versus Rene Jordes. Of course, both these guys wrestled in Ring of Honor with Dragon Lee as the Maxi Squad.
Yes, yeah. It was very interesting to see these two in Impact Wrestling. They wrestled, obviously, Ring of Honor. You have obviously Mexico. I believe they had some matches in AEW. So, I'm not quite sure. But to see these two in Impact, I think was awesome. There was a lot of what you would have expected. And I think, you have Bandito hit the high fly flow onto Rey Horus. Was it?
His finisher? He goes in there. 21 plex. It's basically like I don't know, he kind of flips over, like, they'll be bent over, holding on to, like, the metal rope. He'll come across and, like, flip over the top of them, and then land on his feet, and then basically give him a German suplex and then bridge for the pin.
Not what I was talking about, but yes, that is true.
There was a high fly flow frog splash.
Right.
Was it Bandito or was it Ray?
No, it was Bandito.
Yeah.
But anyways, Bandito ended up getting the win.
Yes.
And then you have a no disqualification match. You've got Sammy Callahan versus Steve Madeline.
Yeah.
And I just thought about this as we were watching the match. That Sammy Callahan's been in Impact Wrestling for 6 years.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fucking cool.
And this match was interesting because Macklin comes out, Callahan comes out, they're brawling outside the ring, they get into the ring, they're wrestling, they throw the referee, somehow they end up in the back. Show goes on a little bit later. Moose is having an interview. Here comes Callahan from behind hitting Moose. Here goes Macklin. The three of them make their way out on the stage. Security's trying to get Moose out of the way, and the match basically never stops between Callahan and Macklin. They get in the ring, and they're still going, fucking chair shots galore, and a few other things. Macklin got bloodied. At one point, Macklin did his running spear tackle that he usually does to his opponent in the ring in the corner while they're upside down. He did that to Sammy, hanging him over the barricade. And the end of the match, Sammy basically zip ties Macklin's hands behind his back, pile drives him and pins him.
And see, that's the thing about Sammy Callahan. He is one of the baddest motherfuckers in professional wrestling. And so unique. And this guy has had some matches that were just orgasmic. You know, the fact of the matter is, he can wrestle any style, obviously, but when you put him in a hardcore match or a monsters ball match,
magic happens.
very much. And I mean, he can do everything, and it just goes to show you how dangerous he is. And Steve Macklin, a guy that you saw in WWE with Gunner, another Impact wrestler, and then of course Blake, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, this was a good team as well. Unfortunately, things happened the way they did.
Yeah.
I think Steve Macklin in Impact Wrestling is a very good thing.
Yeah.
And this was a hell of a match.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And you go on to a 10-man tag with Honor No More and Bullet Club. Yeah. If Honor No More won, they got a shot at the Impact Tag titles. If Bullet Club won, Honor No More would have to disband. And this match was a no disqualification match. And yeah, it lived up to the hype.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, those teams faced each other before.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like old news, but at the same time, you know what? These guys really have chemistry, obviously. You know, you have a team that basically originated in New Japan. You know, somehow there was a Bullet Club in Ring of Honor, and then you have wrestlers that were in Ring of Honor that came to Impact. Invaded, actually. And then Eddie Edwards, who was, well, anyways, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This was a really good match, though, like Kyle said.
Mm-hmm.
But Honor No More obviously got the win.
Yes.
Which I think they did last time as well.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Yeah. Then we go on to a match for the Knockouts Championship. You got the champion Jordan Grace against Mia Yim. And actually, what was a very good match. And a very technical, physical.
Yeah.
You know, the whole 9 yards. Jordan hits the Grace driver. Gets the win over Mia Yim. She's celebrating. Who should come out? Masha Slamovich.
Oh, is that what her name was? Okay.
And confronts Jordan and gives her an envelope, and of course, in the envelope's a picture of Jordan with an X in it. So that leads to basically Grace's next opponent is going to be Masha.
Okay.
Yeah.
That should be cool. And I mean, the thing is, you know, you have someone like Mia Yim who somehow was someone that wrestled in Impact years ago as Jade.
Yes.
Going into NXT as Mia Yim.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know why, but coming back to Impact Wrestling as Mia Yim. Now, I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe
she didn't want to go by Jade again, and either just wanted to keep her name, or didn't want to be a character, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She just decided to stick with Mia Yim, and yeah.
And then you got Jordan Grace, the she-beast, as I call her.
Yeah.
Hope she never sees this. But anyways, you have this woman who's basically a brick shithouse, and she could take on men, she could take on women. She was the digital media champion, and I mean, yeah, very good wrestler.
She also, for a very, very, very short period of time, held the X Division Championship.
Exactly.
But yeah.
So, I mean, this woman is money. And so, with this match coming up with Misha, I can't wait to see where it's going to A, take place, and B, what kind of match they're going to have. If they're not just going to have a straight wrestling match.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously it'll be for the Knockouts Championship.
Yes.
So
I would imagine so.
we'll see what happens with that. And then you have the Impact Championship. You've got the Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander versus the aforementioned Alex Shelley.
Yeah. And a very, very good match. At one point, Shelley gave Josh like a Hurricane Rana or like a head scissors takeover and completely took his headgear off his head.
Yeah.
But yeah, very good match. Back and forth. You had Alex hit sliced bread on Josh a couple times. Had a very nice frog splash on Fly Flow.
Yes.
And, you know, very back and forth match. Yeah, Josh was able to hit that C4 spike and retain the title.
And I mean, when you look at the career that Josh Alexander has had,
Oh, yeah.
you know, you look at Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, the team that was the North,
Yes.
the team that you could honestly see go to AEW, or hell, even go to WWE,
Yeah.
or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And things turned out the way they did. Ethan Page is in where he is in All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah.
And, Josh Alexander, you know, he was the X Division champion. Forfeits that to become the Impact Heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
And I will say this, I honestly believe, and I never had a shadow of a doubt, that he is like the Canadian Kurt Angle.
Essentially, yeah.
I mean, this guy is one badass motherfucker. If you really want to go there, this guy can do it all. And he is a believable singles wrestler. And like I said, no doubt, like, I knew that could happen. It's just, I didn't know how far it would go.
Right, yeah.
But the fact is, you know, you making a good decision by leaving the strap on him.
Yeah.
And eventually we'll see who he can face, who can be a credible opponent for him. Because, I mean, yes, Alex Shelley, we've never seen the Impact Championship on him. That would have been cool, but at the same time, you know, it was the right call.
Yes.
Would they have a rematch? I'm not sure.
They could have a rematch again down the road, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. As I always say, the possibilities are endless, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a really good show, and it's really a shame that we didn't do it play-by-play, but
Yeah.
you get what you get, so
Yeah.
too fucking bad.
Well, yeah, like, for some reason, usually when we do play-by-play, so let's say AEW or an Impact show, you know, don't have any problems with the website.
No.
And for some reason, last Friday, go on the website, and it's like, oh, this website's blocked by malware. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So,
So hopefully we can get that figured out.
yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, honestly,
Yeah.
but whatever. Now, so this has been Impact Emergence 2022,
Yeah.
and summer is just flying by.
Yeah.
Christ, dear Christ, dear Christ.
Exactly.
So, we will start next week, look back at your series. When 2001, WCW Night of the Champions.
The final Nitro,
Yes?
when it got acquisitioned by Vince and Vince bought it out, yeah.
And then, yeah, we go to All Out. The double episode, All Out, and
Clash of the Castle.
Yes. And then, of course, we'll go from there, obviously.
Yep.
We'll start off. Yeah, just the years going by fast. So,
Yep.
and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, for me and Matt, this is Killer Kyle.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Deuces.